There you go. Good afternoon, Blackrod. Guess who it is? It is Ben, and we are live once again as ever, live from my kitchen. Hope you are all having a decent enough Monday. Hopefully, some of you have been able to get out and about a little bit. Okay, I'm just peeking outside my window now. There is blue. I can talk this afternoon. There's the surprise again. There is blue sky and a bit of sunshine here in sunny Lee. So, guys, if you haven't had a chance to get out and about, just step in. If you're fortunate enough to have a back garden, get into your back garden, get into your front garden, step outside your front door, step outside your back door, put a chair at your back door of your kitchen, just have a look outside, get out for a walk, get out for a run. For those of you who run, get out for a cycle. For those of you who get on the bike, okay. So, guys, get out and about after your maybe workout. Okay, really good for your mental well-being, and likewise really good for your physical health. Okay, so welcome, guys. Another being workout. Before we start, just a quick reminder: if you haven't already got them, you need 2 tins. Okay, of equal weight tins. Typically seem to weigh around 400 grams. I've slightly upped the ante today because these particular brand of baked beans, won't disclose who they are, actually weigh 420 grams. Okay, so previous weeks I tend to weigh 400 grams, so this week we've added an extra 20 grams on each tin, so a whole extra 40 grams. Okay, doesn't seem much, and to be perfectly honest, it's not particularly much. But what I'm trying to say is, whenever you're doing a strength when you're trying to get stronger and just improve your muscular endurance and capabilities, it's always important that we see some sort of progression. Okay, to be honest, guys, if you just depends what your end goal is, but I would say if you just continue to go to the work, fair enough. If you enjoy going to do your normal workout, that is absolutely fine. But when we put a program together, if you go to see a gym instructor, personal trainer, whoever, they will put a program together which will reflect an aspect of progression. Okay, so week 1 you might do 50 gram weights, for example. By week 10, you might be looking at 200 grams. So they'll slowly increase what we're doing. Okay, and it's exactly the same for really any aspects of life when you're trying to progress with something, trying to run. Okay, you might progress the amount of time that you run, the amount of time that you run. The speed that you run, the distance that you run, it really is up to you. But whenever we sort of take part in a physical activity sort of program, especially, it is important that we try and up the ante in regards to some progression. I'm just going to wipe the lens of my camera 1 second. That's better, okay. Okay, right, guys. So before we start, a few bits of health and safety. Today we are going to do all our moves are going to be slow, smooth, and controlled. This minimises the risk of any injury, so please avoid any sudden or jerky sort of movements. At no point today will I be instructing you to tilt your head backwards. Tilting your head backwards can cause issues such as dizziness. Okay, so at all times, unless otherwise instructed, your feet are going to be flat on the floor, your legs are going to be hip width apart. Raise the abs here. Okay, shoulders, unless otherwise instructed, where they are. Okay. Head centered, looking straight ahead. At no point will I tell you to tilt your head back. Next one, please make sure that you've left enough time since your last meal. Okay, so you had a big breakfast, big tea, big lunch. Okay, make sure you've left enough time between the lunch or tea and this exercise session. Only cause you indigestion, that wouldn't be good. Okay, and also please do not participate in physical activity sessions if you are under the influence of alcohol, smoking, or drugs. Okay. If you are injured, recovering from an operation, got medical conditions, please check with your GP before exercising. If you're feeling ill, and I mean you feel grotty, you want to go back to bed, you're muggy-headed, you just feel horrible, go back to bed, rest up, and get back on it tomorrow. If you're just feeling that little bit lethargic, it's Monday afternoon, you've had a crazy, hectic weekend, not many of us have a minute, actually, but if you have, just feeling a bit lacking a bit of energy, etc., Join in, guys. This is the sort of little workout which is designed just to get the blood pumping and get your muscles moving. Okay. And the last thing, most importantly, if at any point you're getting pains in your chest, severe shortness of breath even, not what I just said, or any dizziness, moving on, please stop immediately and speak with your GP further in regards to taking part in physical activity, as they will be able to give advice over particular activities or times of the day, etc. There's a lot of stuff. When GPs tell people they can go and do exercise, join a gym, there's a lot of sort of stuff that they have to go through before allowing you to go off to a gym or to activities. Hi guys, health and safety is done. Last thing I would say is make sure you've got a drink. I've got one here. We're going to just get warmed up. Okay, we're just going to do a warm up without any weights. We're just going to start making some circles with our arms. Okay, whenever you do a warm up, you are looking in a way which we're trying to get a bit of mobility going when you do a warm up. Okay, and in fact, guys, just bear with me one moment. Sorry everyone, I'm back. I don't think many of you missed me anyway, to be fair. Sorry guys, just something was happening outside, I just needed to make sure it was okay. So, yeah, so we've done big circles. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, well, as I was just saying, when we do a warm up, we ought to try and mimic the sort of actions we're going to use during a session. Okay, but you also are just looking for mobility exercises. Okay, so we're just warming up our shoulder joints at the moment because all our moves, exercises are upper body exercises involving the shoulder muscles often. Okay, next thing we're going to do, just do some bicep curls. Okay, as you can see, I'm marching on the spot. If you wish, the reason I'm marching on the spot, okay, is you don't have to do this, but it just helps the blood to pump around the body. Okay, so blood obviously delivers oxygenated blood to the muscles, etc. It lets them sort of work and do their stuff. Carbon dioxide is then back into the blood and is ready to be breathed. You know, used blood is ready to be breathed back out into the environment, etc. So just walking on the spot just allows for the blood and muscles to pump the blood around the body. Beautiful. And we're just going to lift your arms to the side, just keep marching on the spot again. Okay. Just imagine you are, as I always say, this sort of move, a bird. Beautiful. And then we're just going to imagine you giving a high five. It's almost as if you're doing a standing press up. There. Beautiful. And we're just going to reach the sky. Okay. As I said, when you do a walk, I mean, there's two schools of, well, there might be more schools of thought, but as far as I'm aware, a bit of an old school of thought was that you do static stretches before physical activity. I see the point. I do, but I am personally not representing the views of the charity or the organisation. Personally, I'm of the view you're looking to warm up your muscles, so you need to start to engage. So run those muscle groups that you're going to be used during the warm up. Stretching them doesn't really, in my book, do that, but some people believe in that, so that's absolutely fine. Hi guys, so we're going to crack on. Get your tins out. They're ready. Okay. First of all, we're going to do are the bicep curls. So we're going to get straight into it. Okay. So like all these exercises, your lower body is always going to be more or less the same. Okay. Your feet are going to be flat on the floor. Your legs are going to be hip width apart. Your back, you're always going to keep straight. That is the aim. You have a straight line from your hips to your head. Okay. Your head is going to be centered. Chin slightly up, parallel to the floor, looking straight ahead. Okay, bicep curls in the tins in the palm of your hands. I'm going from shoulder to hip, shoulder to hip. We're going to do 50 seconds of these. Okay, just working the bicep muscles, especially bicep curl. Fairly standard sort of weight bearing exercise you would expect to find in a strength training program for your upper body. Okay, relatively nice and simple. Obviously, everyone, if you do these exercises and you think, a little bit light for me, this, okay, your probably main option would be to find an object that is that little bit heavier, okay. Ideally, I would say if you've got some dumbbells, okay, that they will be perfect. Some of you may have done these sorts of exercises before, and they will be perfect. You're looking for something with a slightly heavier weight. Beautiful. Just march on the spot for 30 seconds. Sorry, guys, I'm being distracted. Sorry, no. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So, any sort of exercise. Ideally, you want an object that you can hold in the palm of your hand. Okay. If it drops, that is not going to smash or injure yourself. Not valuable. Okay. It has a little bit of weight, and you're able to do something with it. Right, guys, we are going to do some front raises. For 3, 2, 1, let's go. Okay. Once again, for a minute, well, now it's going to be for 50 seconds. Okay. So basically, as you can see, tin starts at the top of the thighs, top of thighs. So like from Blackbird, Blackburn, boom, clever. And you're lifting them, keeping the arms soft. Lifting them to shoulder height. Okay, beautiful, guys. Oh, you'll feel this in your shoulders. Even at just a slight weight, certain moves remain challenging. So 800 grams, 840 grams today. Beautiful. Well done, everyone. 45 seconds on the clock. Well done. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful, guys. Well done. Okay. Next one we're going to do are some external oblique work. The obliques are these muscle group on the outside of your torso. You've got your abdominals here, your external obliques. Okay. They're really important for stuff. I mean, your core muscles, abdominals, etc. Really helps you maintain your strength. Well, it helps you maintain your strength. But core muscles are all about balance and stability and giving you good posture. Okay, these external obliques are really good if you're moving from side to side. So let's say, personally, I do quite a lot of running, so a lot of like trail sort of running. So I'm sometimes having to not just straight running down the road. I'm running off road, so I'm having to sort of avoid something. So I'm having to move about a little bit. So the external obliques really do help support those movements. Okay, so. Once again, starting position, feet flat, legs hip width apart, tins either side of your hips. They're going to run down each leg basically, and where your external obliques are, you're going to feel a crunch. Okay? Imagine you're squeezed between two straight panes of glass. Okay? You can't move forward, you can't move back. All you can do, pardon me, team, sorry, just waiting for. Okay, so you're moving, sorry about that, everyone, I do apologise. Okay, we are just waiting for an important email. We are moving between two panes of glass. You can't move forward, you can't move back. Okay, just another 20 seconds. Okay, you should feel the crunch in those oblique muscles. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Beautiful, guys. Well done. Okay, so yeah, that's almost slightly different to the rest of the moves, exercises we're doing today. They're all about real upper body strength. And while this is still upper body, this is probably more core work we've just done just a moment ago. Okay. Right, team, next one we're going to do is an upright row. If you go on a rowing machine, imagine that is your rower. Of you. You're pulling back, leading with the elbows, and well, let's do it again, leading with the elbows and back. Okay. This time, thighs there, tins are going to travel up the body, lead with the elbows to shoulder height and down. Shoulder height and down. Elbows, nice and relaxed. Okay. So guys, we're going to do this for 50 seconds. When you're ready, start it in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Okay. As I said, tins are basically travelling at the middle of your body, so to speak. You're leading with the elbows, keeping your chin parallel to the floor and head centered. Just make sure you're breathing deeply and slowly. Well done, everyone. Okay, really good move this for working your shoulder muscles, especially working your triceps a bit as well. It's a really good little workout. Bit of your biceps going on, bit of your upper back. Okay, your upper back is, I think, because we can't, you can't see your back, if you know what I mean. We do kind of neglect, you sort of forget about your back having muscles, but your back does certainly have muscles, and we need to maintain them. 10 seconds remaining. Not a biology lesson. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Make sure you've got a drink. Beautiful, guys. Right, guys. Okay, so far bicep curl has been done, external obliques have been done, front raise has been done, and an upright row has been done. Next up, we're going to do a bit more shoulder work, and we're going to do very simply shoulder shrugs. Now, when you're at school, the teacher would say, "Little Jimmy, what's 10 out of 10?" You wouldn't know the answer, although I'm sure you would. You wouldn't know the answer. Some rude, insolent kids, and I've worked with a few of them, used to shrug the shoulders. Okay. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we're not going to be rude and insolent because that's not what we do in Blackrod. We are, though, going to shrug our shoulders. Okay, a shoulder shrug. Okay, both tins by your hips on the outside. Very simply, moving hip tins up, keeping your arms nice and relaxed, nice and straight, not locking out. Shoulders smoothly up, down, up, down. We're not going up as if we're being frightened. We're slowly moving up and slowly moving down, up, down. 35 seconds, team. I've got an itch on my face that I need to get. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Try not to do that during an exercise. If you do need to itch, stop. Let's start again. Don't try to do it with one hand like I did. Just please ignore my actions. Right, guys. 30 seconds remaining. Working those shoulder muscles. Okay, really good. Again, you do start to feel it when you start to add more weight, all these exercises. Okay. 15 seconds remaining. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful, guys. Right, well done. Last sort of new move we're going to do for today, then we'll have a little break, is a lateral raise. Imagine you are an eagle. Speaking of which, I saw some sort of bird of prey this morning out on my run. Okay, you're an eagle soaring over Blackrod, and whilst a lot of eagles and birds of prey can sort of just gracefully glide along, they do also have to spread their wings. I wouldn't say flap. Can't imagine an eagle flapping the wings, although I guess they do. In a nutshell, ladies and gents, feet are flat on the floor, legs are hip width apart, brace the abs, chin parallel to the floor, look head nice and centered. Very gently, you are raising those tins out to the side, letting your arms become level with your shoulders, keeping them nice and relaxed once more. Okay, just go an intensity which is comfortable for you. We have got another 20 seconds remaining. Ooh, a lot of shoulder work going on today. You should be able to feel, if you can't feel your shoulders, even with, I mean, people might say 800 grams, that's not much. You do these shoulder workouts, okay, because you're doing quite a number of reps or quite a period, you're going to feel the rewards, okay? 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful, guys. Right, just grab yourselves a drink. As I say, when we do, sorry, I keep on hearing something outside. Nothing's there at all. I'm not expecting anything, etc. But I keep on being distracted. Sorry, guys. Okay, so when we do moves like this, workouts like this, the aim is to really feel the muscle burn. Okay, you need to. I'm not saying you be in pain, etc. But when you feel that burn, that is good. That is, even if I can speak again, that is your muscle fibers almost being damaged. When you do a workout, especially strength training workout. Basically, what is happening is the muscle fibers are being damaged. You stop, you recover, you have some tea overnight, you sleep, you rest. During that time, your muscles are repairing, and because they need to get stronger, more muscle fibers are basically produced, so to speak. Okay, so especially when you're doing strength-based exercises, muscle work, or any, if you go for a run, etc., using your muscles, okay, often you will get delayed onset muscle soreness, otherwise known as DOMS, okay? The following day, especially, or a couple of days, etc., certain muscle groups you will have used will be aching a bit, okay? And that is really good because it shows you've worked them hard and they are now repairing, okay? So DOMS is good, aching the next day is good. What wouldn't be good is if your limbs are hurting, okay? As in like your bones, okay? They're sort of feeling like, ooh, that wouldn't be good. It's not likely to happen as long as you follow good technique. But a bit of muscle soreness is absolutely fine. Okay, it's to be expected. It shows you're working hard and showing some progression. Okay, guys, we're going to crack on round 2 of my biology lesson. Okay, we're going to crack on with some bicep curls. Starting 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So just 30 seconds of bicep curls. This time, guys, straight into the next exercise. No break whatsoever. Okay, so we're going to do bicep curls for another 22 seconds and then we're going to break into a front raise. Okay, halfway through the biceps, well done everyone. Make sure you maintain that good posture and that good technique. Okay, it's not a race, you don't need to go super quick. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bicep curls, tins in front of your thighs, lifting up to shoulder height. Once again, keeping your arms nice and relaxed. You should have a bit of a curve, if you can see mine. They're not straight, they're not tense. You're just keeping them nice and relaxed with a bit of a curve near the elbows. Okay, well done everyone. 30 seconds. We have been started, well, already started. We're halfway through. Really good workout for your shoulders, this one. But if you can feel it in your triceps as well. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2 and 1. Straight into external obliques. Tins by hips. Running on either side of your body. Let's go. Feel the crunch. That is good. That is your oblique muscles working. Okay. Take your time. Smooth, slow, steady movements. Okay. It's not a race. Especially this sort of move. There's no particular benefit to it. An even bigger benefit for like muscular endurance would be to go slower. Slower muscle contractions recruits a muscle fibre which will, the theory, the science behind it is that slower movements. Some people do strengthening exercises, they want power for like let's say, you need an instant muscle recruitment, they call it. So let's say, tennis player, ball coming on, boom, needs it straight away. Boom, they need it straight away. Someone like a marathon runner needs the muscles to stay strong for a longer period of time. And a tennis player plays for a long time. Footballer potentially, I guess, probably needs bigger muscles. A sprinter, of course, obvious answer. Sprinter, done, and we'll just do a sprinter needs that explosive power. Okay, so a sprinter will run a 100-metre race in what, 10 seconds, 11 seconds, some of them. Okay, just leading with the elbows, showing them the tins up the middle of your body. Okay, so for them, they're doing quick, powerful muscle contractions, exercises which are sort of like big weights, short, sharp contractions, short, sharp movements. For someone who wants to just build that endurance to last a longer time, let's say a muscle runner, a marathon runner, they will often be encouraged to do slower exercises, perhaps of a lighter weight, because they are recruiting for more endurance. So they don't need it all at once. They're not training the muscles for that, training it for a number of hours. Okay, right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we are done, ladies and gentlemen. So your baby workout is done for today. Sorry, guys, sorry. Baby workout is done for today. Tomorrow is another day. Tomorrow, as you may have noticed, is Tuesday. So 9 o'clock. We have got chair-based exercise in your chair. 10 o'clock, we've got another low intensity workout, and 3 o'clock, we have got another weight beam workout. I've been Ben, you've been fabulous. Thank you, Blackrod, and see you tomorrow.